some of you might have already noticed this, but Merge Forge got a big upgrade and it now has textures as well. What is Merge Forge? It's my own bulk background remover that I've built that makes going from a low quality AI design all the way to print ready file as easy as it can be, I think. And we've got upscaling right here, removing background. I now added contiguous to this as well, by the way. I'll show you the difference between this on and off with the later example. But you now also have distress texture right here as its new button. And there's a few built-in textures that you can use, as well as frames. Examples for that are following as well. And those are good for like Van Gogh or selfie designs, anything that is kind of full bleed all the way to the edges. But let's start off with some of these. There's some subtle ones right here at the start and some heavier textures toward the end. And you can also add your own with this plus button. Let's start off with one of these more obvious ones so you can see what the result looks like. And I'll also say resize to Amazon Merge dimensions. And now if I click process, it's going to upscale first, then remove background, add a distress, and then resize to Amazon Merge dimensions. It should also run a bit quicker now. You can see right here that it's processing them simultaneously, so the queue should have been sped up. And there you can see the result. Let me put this on white, because you usually can see textures better on white. I think this one looks quite nice, and meant to be sold on like a darker color primarily here, but actually they kind of work most colors besides this design maybe. And this one needs to be on black, but you can see that is quite a nice texture effect. And you can always switch this as well. So if you want to test a different one, maybe you want to use that one right there, just click process again, and within a few seconds it's going to start rendering the new texture effect. This one definitely takes out bigger patches right here, but it's going to look quite nice in some cases. And you can also go for more subtle kind of dotted effects right here, or something with actual cracked kind of concrete lines inside. Now, before I show you what these frames can do, because I think these are definitely something that's missing since Distressify went down. Some of you might remember that website. I made a video about it about a year ago, but it's gone down now. I don't know what happened to it. It has some really cool kind of frame effects, but I will show those in a second. First of all, I want to just demo the contiguous setting for any of you that don't know how that works. It's really only going to take an effect here for this last design. So I'll just rerun this with contiguous enabled, and we'll leave this on white so you can see the difference. So if we process this, essentially this is a color picker, right? The way the background is removed, and it chooses the color, I think, in the top left corner of the design, and it removes it across the entire design, which sometimes it takes out things like eyes and details right here in the body. If you have contiguous enabled, it's only going to remove things around the edges of the graphic. It won't go all the way inside. Now, unfortunately, that also means some of the letters like O's and A's are going to keep some color inside of it. That's just how color pickers work. I can't really automate that for free, at least, because this is a free tool, and there is obviously paid background removers that would do this better, but they're not usually free. So that's what contiguous does. If you don't have letters, if it's a graphic only design, then it might actually work sometimes with contiguous and leave details like the eyes or like colors of clothing, all that stuff intact, while still removing the background around the graphic. If you just want everything removed, all these black spots, then turn contiguous off. Let's just process again so you can see the difference once again. To be honest, this is what I use most of the time for my graphics, is just removing the entire background color, and then I just list it on black, or maybe I list it on navy, like another really dark color where you don't really notice the fact that the eyes were cut out, and it still works well even on something like dark gray right here. So that's what I would recommend, but you have contiguous there to play around with if you want to. Now, what about these frames? How do they work? Let me clear the queue right here, and let's load in some Van Gogh. These have a very hard edge. They're just a rectangle without any kind of texture shape to the edge right there, and you can change that with these frame effects. So let's choose the first one right here, halftone. That one looks really nice. You don't need to remove the background for this kind of design. Just upscale, distress, and then Amazon Merge resize will do the job. So we'll click process on these. There we go. The first one has finished. You can see it's really nicely kind of faded in that edge right there with the halftone frame attached to it. Just makes it a little bit cleaner than that very, very hard rectangle edge. In my opinion, I prefer this kind of style. You can also see it works on all sorts of colors. You could list this on black on gray, on red. You could do pink, like this. This sort of style works on pretty much everything. What about the other one, Tone Frame right here? This one is definitely a lot more rough. It doesn't have that kind of fine halftone fade, completely different style, but it's the same idea. It still applies the texture frame around the edge. Let's put it back on a white background. A little bit rougher, so it might not work with everything. I think the halftone is definitely better, but in some cases, this one might also look good depending on the design. And if you're not sure how to make your own textures or where to get new textures, I actually have some bundles on my website. The first one, which I'm going to link down below, is this free bundle with 10 texture files right here built in. So just upload them to Merge Forge and test them out. The second bundle I will link down below is this one with 20 textures right here. This one isn't free, it is paid, but I just dropped the price on this for this video to $4. It was more expensive before, and it has some really nice different types of textures right here built in. If you check in this tool like quite regularly, you can also click on what's new, and you'll sometimes see some updates right here of the changes that I've made to the tool. There's also a feedback button now where you can submit ideas, suggestions, or bugs if you find them. But obviously you can also leave that in the comments down below. If you use ChatGPT a lot to generate your t-shirt designs, then you definitely don't want to miss this video right here, where I share a Chrome extension that I also built myself to help you queue up prompts to ChatGPT to save you a lot of manual work.